That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Oh no. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. Oh. The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. I say this every time. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from the poisoned cup of coffee. No, you're wrong. So there what you go. I know what I saw. I saw. Some guy in a beanie and a hoodie. I guess. A weird start to the case. I saw someone else there. A man. He's a real killer. Okay, something about poison in a cup of coffee. I assume that's the poison. Another case that involves poison, eh? Yeah, the first case we did in Trials and Tribulations involved poison. Why won't anyone believe me? And here's Winston Payne. Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up, wouldn't you? Mr. Wright? What? The court finds the defendant guilty. We lost to Winston Payne somehow. I just started and we already lost. The score is now adjourned. Game over. Can't believe we've already lost within 5 seconds of the case starting. Well, let's see. The start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world. I bet it does, Maya. So, I've decided that our resolution should be Zavari, take on the world. Zavari. What do you think? Sure, whatever, Maya, but I think maybe you've had more than enough mistletoe cake. Never. You gotta eat a whole lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. Mistletoe cake? I feel like that's a localization thing. She's probably eating some sort of like Japanese pastry or whatever. So probably like mochi? I don't know. I forget like what's a traditional dessert or, you know, sweet stuff that you eat during New Year's. I don't know. In Japan anyway. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game. Hey, pal! Hey, Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe. Happy New Year, Detective. Likewise. Now listen up, right? Here's to another fruitful year of Laura Police cooperation. Me too. And alright, pal, you've got some explaining to. Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective? A what? Well, here, have this. It's really nothing much, but... Yay, thanks. Look, pal, we need to have a talk. Take a seat. Hey, what about Pearly? You haven't forgotten her present, have you? Oh, no, yes. No. Are you doing this on purpose? I guess I'm busted. How did you like my first practical joke of the year? Very funny, pal. Now let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this. What is it? A magazine. Looks like my face is on it. Phoenix's face. You know, I always call myself first person when I'm playing the main character. I always just call myself me, even though I'm not Phoenix. But anyway, I'm just that immersed. Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced? Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this? It's a report, pal, about you. Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case. Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember anything about it. When was this issue from anyway? December of last year, which I guess makes it last month. Which makes it old news, you mean? But I wasn't involved in a poisoning case in December. So what do you think this is all about, Nick? If it wasn't you, pal, then it leaves only one possibility. No way. You don't mean a twin brother? A phony Nick? Maybe not. Maybe just like someone pretending to be Phoenix? I don't know. This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. I guess he's starting off the year with one too. An article from December 5th says I was trounced and my client was found guilty. I lost that case apparently. So what are you gonna do about it, pal? What do you mean what I'm gonna do about it? Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case. My fault? How do you figure that? Because the Phoenix Wright's super famous now. Well, maybe, only sort of. Yeah, see what happens when you hot shots start getting too full of yourselves? But I didn't do anything wrong, at least not that I can remember. Did that fire extinguisher erase even more memories? You better make this right now, pal. And that means taking the case back to court, got it? Sounds like we've got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto. I don't know, the judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned. I guess that New Year's resolution is gonna have to wait until next year. So you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm gonna head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal? Alright, we just got this case dumped on us. I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright, yes, the famous video games. If a client entrusted the case to me based on my reputation, I guess I am kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of a guy would do that? So, what's our first move? I guess we go down to the detention center and talk. Wait a second, Nick. This person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't gonna be jumping at the chance to meet you, right? Hey, let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me, it was a fake me that did this. I wonder if he looks exactly like you. Your phony Shin Hope. I mean, Shin, huh? What's that? I guess that's a reference I don't get. I hope not. I'm kind of named for an evil double as Shin Hope anyway. Nick, I got it. If you're gonna ask whether I've got a twin brother, the answer is no. Ah, darn it. There goes my theory. Spoil sport. Someone looks like, I guess, Phoenix? Hey, my profile's not here anymore. I guess it's not relevant anymore. Did you notice Gumshoe was acting weirder than usual, or was it just me? What do you mean? I mean, he was really worked up. Like a guy who's just found out he's gonna be a dad or something. Yeah, I guess he was acting kinda strange, was he? I mean, there's much more caps, you know, when he came by. More caps than usual. Maybe he realized he's got strong feelings for you, Nick. Oh, even more shipping. This game... No wonder there's so much shipping going on about this game. Considering how we interact, I seriously doubt that, Maya. Well, if he wasn't nervous because of you, then maybe it's because of our new guilty client? Who is our client anyway? Or supposed client? Oh, movie poster... What is this movie? We don't know the name to it. Oh no. Hey, Charlie. Charlie. Our best sidekick. Always water Charlie. Well, anyway, let's just, well, actually. And I present my badge. So you still got that badge, I see. Ah, well, I am a lawyer, aren't I? Yeah, but I guess I just didn't think you'd keep on being one for this long. You have to admit, you've had some close brushes with death because of your job. I fail to see how being a lawyer is more dangerous than channeling dead people. Maybe. You know about this Magatama? No, apparently not. Generic dialogue. Magazine clipping? I can't believe you've got an impersonator. I can't either. But look on the bright side. Only famous stars have people impersonating them. This isn't funny, Maya. It's not just an impersonation. This guy stole my identity. Yeah. Identity theft. The most, the more prevalent crime these days, you know, in modern times. And someone may have been wrongly convicted as a result. I guess you should have gone into showbiz, huh, Nick? I'll never understand how your mind works, Maya. Oh well. Actually, I want to present more stuff. Present yourself! So, how's your spirit medium training going? Well, I stand under the rushing waters of the showerhead every day. That's called taking a shower. What happened to the rushing waters of a waterfall? Well, I'm kind of taking a break, so I'm having a bit of trouble right now, you know? Last year's incident must still be on her mind. I haven't seen Maya train at all since that time. I think Mia said it's because Maya's kind of torn these days. Mia helped me out in court again last time. It's so cool that you get to meet my sis like that. Yeah. We mediums lose consciousness when we're channeling, so I don't get to see my sis. I never really thought about it that way. Hey, if you want to meet Maya, why don't we just have Pearls call her? No, I couldn't do that. I'd be too worried about her. I guess Maya's got all sorts of things to think about, too. Despite her immaturity saying otherwise. Immaturity. So you still can't remember anything about Godao, huh? I already told you, I have no idea who he is, let alone why he dislikes me so much. Well, he sure seems to have a problem with you for some reason. You better watch your back, Nick. Coffee lovers can be quite bitter. You're just making that up, Maya. He probably loves his coffee bitter, however. Digging up an old case that's already been ruled on. That's not like Gumshoe, is it? No, he barely manages to stay on top of the cases in front of him. Yeah, he's always busy, and gets dirt pay. I mean, look at that dusty old coat he wears. Did you mean he gets paid dirt, or do you think that they pay him in gravel? Maybe he does. Maybe he does just only get paid in dirt. Literal dirt. Well, first of all, let's, I guess, yeah, go to the detention center. Try to meet our client from last month. Have they been in jail for the last month? Oh, this is so nerve-wracking, waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty. Yeah, keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me. Ah! How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? Well, it's you. In a maid uniform. They put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying. Solitary? Why'd they put it in solitary? Aren't you? Yes, I am. I'm totally and utterly let down. Are you? Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie, remember? Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird? Ah! The bad luck queen. And she's still saluting, even though she's not a cop anymore. Maggie Bird, she's the policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop too. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you acquitted? Oh sure, very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes? You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick. Oh, I see. So that's where we stand right now. I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. For the last month. Well, my whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time. But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life? At least now the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir. Okay. Continue being optimistic. So how come you dress like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, I don't mind one bit. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on. So what do you do now? In the second act of the life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of waitress. Didn't she mention that? I think she mentioned that. Working in the service industry or something? A waitress. Yes, in a French restaurant, in a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir. Armstrong? Of the Armstrong family. And then you got into this mess straight away, right? Yeah, you could put it that way. Now, how long has it been? It's been only, I mean, it's been a month, but, you know, maybe she wasn't, like, literally imprisoned for a month, you know? Probably only after a while, then she was prisoned, or, I don't know. I don't know how the legal system works in this Phoenix Wright universe. Well, this whole mess started on the 3rd of last month, and it happened at Tres Bien. Très bien. Très bien? Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included. Oh. Some guy with a Dragon Ball Z scouter. Guy in spiky hair too. There were two men at the table, both drinking coffee. And then... one of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just one sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked, I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed? Not at all. I never even seen the guy before. Oh. So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right? Of course, a good waitress must be attentive to the clientele. So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come? You tell me, Mr. Wright. Ah, I guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy. So if you saw the murder, why were you still convicted? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man, the one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that possible? I don't know, but nobody, not one person would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job. Look, that wasn't me, okay? And then, they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. What? A small bottle of poison. What? A poison? It was in your pocket? Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison in my pocket when I was unconscious. And no one else saw this other guy? No, sir. That's what everyone said, but I don't see how they could have missed him. Now, who is this other guy? I was the one who took the coffee to the two men. Oh? And what was your impression of them? Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece, and an emo musician's look about him. Emo musician. There was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess. So it was a band CD. Maybe a promo disc? Maybe it was MC Screwdriver. Or Screwdriver. Serious, huh, Maya? Would you buy a CD of a group named that? What's the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No, MC... And what about the killer? What did he look like? I feel like I'm doing the little like voices, Bird and Maggie Bird and Maya. I feel the voices are kind of too similar. I don't know how to make her different though. Whatever. Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really. Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this. Hey, this article was about my case. Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me? Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits. Me? Yes, you, Mr. Wright. Hey, Maggie. Was my evil double I am here too? Maya backwards? No, I don't remember phoning you, Maya. That'd be so cool. Maya alter. Then you got really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you clear of this crime, you said. I'm gonna get you clear of this crime, you said. Apparently. Okay, I get the picture, but you met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize that guy wasn't the real me? I guess looking back now, it was a little strange. Only a little? Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal, and you look a bit shady. And your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent. And so the guy was nothing like me then? And yet somehow he slipped past the legal system and pretended to be me? But he had your spiky hair and blue suit, and that's all you need, I guess. Those are your defining character traits, Phoenix, right? Having spiky hair. That's it. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me? I guess so. Well, how about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Well, everyone had these big question marks on their faces, but it seemed like no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps on getting weirder and weirder. Mr. Wright, did you think it's possible to get a retrial? Well, probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney, but we should be able to get a retrial. Mr. Wright. Yeah, I was wondering about like usually when the judge gives the verdict, you can't really overturn that verdict, but in this case, I mean, it's an imposter, right? Hopefully someone else noticed. Do you think we'll win next time, sir? My life has been a full course of meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert. since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, and failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. But I will survive, because Maggie Bird always lives to fight another day. Yeah, it's all about perspective. Maybe. And one day I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck. Xin Eop. Is that Eop? I don't know. Is it like backwards? Is also that Poe? I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna really pay for this. Who are you staring at me like that for? But Maya's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an innocent girl convicted of a murder had better watch out. We'll find him, don't you worry. We'll get Shin Hope for you. Or Eop. Thank you. I'll tell you where Tres Bien is, then. Right, the restaurant where the murder took place. Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure, alright, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food. Okay. Well, let's examine the security guard as usual. Let's see if he says anything different. Doesn't get many waitresses here. Looks like he's getting a bit restless. I mean, I don't know, Maggie is pretty cute. I know she has a lot of bad luck, but like... At least, she's not dead. You know, as in she's not... Well, I don't know. Like, at least she doesn't have like a deadly illness or anything that makes her look all weird, like a slime monster. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Criminal fails? We can visit Gumshoe or go to the restaurant. We should maybe go visit Gumshoe first? I don't know. Unless maybe he's not around. I'll let him know that we took the case. Well, it's been ages since we came to the precinct, huh, Nick? Looks like Gumshoe isn't around. Okay. It's kinda easy leaving everyone else to do the work. No, he's out there somewhere. My bet is on the courthouse. He's probably trying to arrange the retrial of this case. Oh, okay. Guess that's we should go to the detention center and chat with Killer. No, actually, we already did that. Actually. And who's this? The blue badger has the pink badger now? Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute. Oh, that's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police force. So what's with the pink one? It's new, right? She's not it, Nick. She's a she, right, Chief? Yep, meet the pink badger. So one's called blue, and the other's called pink. But they're both called badger. You got it. They're married. Mr. and Mrs. Badger seems to be cuffed together, Chief. You got it. That's marriage for you. Haha. Marriage joke. Wow, a mascot that's deeper than the deepest of deep oceans. Let's meet the Chief. Go to the computer screen. What? Master Mask turned up at the bank. What's he doing? Heads up, you scalawags. You're under arrest. Hey, that's my job. Looks like Ron Lice opted for a new career. Quit surfing the net, Chief. Sorry, that was just things feel pretty tense in here. Actually, what did I say? Was he like, did Master Mask turn up at the bank? Oh, okay. I think I'm trying to understand that. Because I thought that Master Mask became a robber now, but actually it's the opposite. He's I guess a vigilante. Master Mask has become Batman. Amazing. Mumbling something else. Don't die running a red light. Die the old-fashioned way of old age. We have a winner. Enjoy a bit of humor. That's the key. Okay, he must be coming up with slogans, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the actual restaurant, I think. Oh, actually, maybe we have to go here first. It's kinda weird how the movement system works. Gotta go here and then go here. Alright, we're at the Maid Cafe. Wow, look at this place. It's very pink. Look more like smell. What's with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? Then again, girls like that kind of thing, right? Actually, I'm not all that into it. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here. Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant, and it's open for business. Hello? Anyone here? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here. Perfect. Let's get it intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want. Yeah, I suppose we can. That's against the law? Look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all these personally. Let's see, a bouquet of flowers, some potpourri? Say how you say that? Potpourri? And look, some fine bone china cups. I never knew you were so cultured. Oh, come on, Maya. This is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much. It's the restaurant's front entrance. There's a sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or closed. It must be one or the other, but I don't know which one since I don't know jacks about French, apparently. I really wonder if it was localized, if this was actually like a maid cafe, or at least a reference to a maid cafe. Because it doesn't seem like it is, I mean, in an English version, because, I don't know, I guess maid cafes aren't really a thing in North America, you know? At least not like, I mean, not maybe. Probably very niche, though. It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French. Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear normal clothes every now and then. There's something stuffed in behind the rack. Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, look at this! Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages. MC Bomber. Okay. MC Bomber, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. $100,000? $100,000? Maybe? I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. I mean, they mentioned a band, right? CD? This paper, it's from December 3rd. This paper is from the day of the poisoning. What? Interesting. I also saw like a little doodle of Master for some reason. A paper from the day of the murder. There's gotta be a clue. I should see if this can find out some more about this paper. There's a picture of a bomb. Master going ha 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 ha. And some crossed out numbers, $100,000 and $500,000. It's a rack full of fashion magazines. Okay. Yeah, it looks stunning. Some of these Parisian frocks, huh? We found that sports page behind this magazine area. We can find anything about it. Okay. Probably need to show it to people. Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spits out money. You know, you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register that way. It's money, free money, right? That's how it works. Can't look at this picture, no? Looks like the chef. This must be the table where the murder occurred. I guess so. Well, there's police tape all around it. And that stain must be from the poisoned coffee. Now go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya? Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know. Nyam. Why can't I picture you doing just that? Let's give her some cat ears. Cat girl Maya. This table is set nicely. It just needs a customer. What do you think this flower is, Nick? Well, let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip, and it's not a sunflower. I don't think... Duh, even I could have told you that. Well, those are the only kinds of flowers I know. Dagnammit, I'm a lawyer, not a botanist. Botanist? Flower person? This restaurant has partitions that separate the tables. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your right or left. Interesting. Wow, it's a beautiful winter wonderland out there. Really? Cool. I love snow. Let me see. Huh? It's not white. It's not even snowing. Got you. I was only kidding, Maya. Get pranked, idiot. Nick. There are lies that are okay to tell and lies that definitely aren't. All I did was tell a itty-bitty white lie about non-existent white snow. Anything else to examine here? It's just a table with a stain. I wonder where that stain came from. Anything else to examine? Doesn't look like it. Back here? Yeah, nothing else. No one's here. Why is no one here? The door is open, yet no one's here. Are the people or employees taking a break? And I'm surprised, you know, after 1 month, the police tape is still here, so I wonder why. Normally you take it off, you know, because you want to open for business again, but I guess not. Maybe they took a break? Took a vacation, huh? Well, for now, maybe I guess... Go back here? But Maggie, what do you know about this sports paper? Oh, a sports paper. Let's see. Did Gutson Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title? Sorry, Maggie, that paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder. And Gutson got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Ah, no. I found this paper in a magazine rack at Tres Bien. Really? That's strange. Tres Bien doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. And maybe one of the customers left it behind. Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is the scribble here. Aha! That's it, sir! MC Bomber! That was the name that was written on the CD! Just as I thought. I guess it was an MC Screwdriver after all, huh? Not MC Hammer. So that $100,000 must be a down payment for the record deal, right? If someone gave me $100,000, I'd sing for sure. Master Corain or Spirit Song, even Maya's theme. Well, usually it's the Sisters theme, Turnabout Sisters theme that usually plays when you're around. How's it go? Like, I can't remember now. I can't remember the melody off the top of my head. Anyway. Okay, Maya. So if your sample CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper may belong to the victim. You're right. So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh? I think we better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick? Nothing else to talk about, no? Yeah, it's the song that plays here, right? When you go to... Well, it's just only Maya, I guess. It's basically Maya's theme. Let's see. What are you talking about? Can I present you the sports paper? MC Bomber. And don't forget the $100,000 too. There's something about the name, MC Bomber. Yeah, it's a pretty unusual name. Everyone's worried about the bombs these days, I guess. I'm not sure that has anything bearing on anything related to this case, Maya. Anyway, we should really look into this some more. Well, how about we go to Gumshoe? No? Gumshoe's not here. Oh, anyone here yet? Oh la la, bonjour! Welcome to La Très Bien! Okay. Oh, hello! What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. Amazing. Bienvenue! Welcome to my petit restaurant! Huh? Bienvenue? Oh non, my petit tulip. Huh? Me? Look at the face, like the kitty rejected by his own mother. You're fatigued, non? Alors, you need this. An aromatic bath or your melange or la noire la rose. My personal recommendation. I don't know French. I'm just pretending that I know French. You think I need what? Oui, just add a couple of the drops of the mixture de la bath water and voila. It will soothe your body and your mind. It's simply fantastic. Fantastic? Really? And voilà, monsieur. Oh, me? Look at that face. Like a puppy rejected by life itself. You're fatigued, non? For you, monsieur, I recommend this. Oil of bergamot. And maybe a hint of wee-wee. I will add le peppermint and le clary sage. Or sage? Sage for fragrance exceptional. Such an invigorating recipe will break out your delicious beauty, monsieur. My beauty? Alors, if you will be seated, I will bring you the special menu of the day. Actually, we're not here to eat. We're lawyers. Mais bien sûr. I know you already, monsieur. You are the Phoenix Wright, no? Yes. You know me? Mais oui. I never forget a man who flirts with me, especially in court. Ugh. I guess he was cross-examined by a mysterious Shin Ho. It looks like everyone to do with this case knows who I am already. I wonder what sort of impression Shin Ho has been leaving on people, don't you? Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I am Jean Armstrong, you tante. Okay. So what does Tres Bien mean? I know tres means three, right? No. Très bien is français. In English, you would say very good. Oh, very good. Oui, exactement. L'atmosphere is très bien. La cuisine is très bien. If the food's so good, why aren't there any customers in here? I wonder again about the localization. I wonder if it really was this is like a French cafe, or maybe it was like an English cafe. It tends to be when you translate like in an anime anyway, in a Japanese setting, when people think like foreign language, they think English, right? So when you translate it to like an anime, especially when they localize everything, instead of like, Japanese and English, the equivalent would be like English and French, I guess, This is, I guess, that might make sense? I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it is French. I don't know. I know French. I know at least, I think I've heard something about how like, there's something called the Paris syndrome or something like that, where supposedly Japanese tourists actually who go to the what's the tourist spot? What's that called? The French thingy tower thingy. That famous building. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. The thing. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't remember. But like the famous tourist spot in Paris. Supposedly, Japanese tourists who go there get let down, apparently, because they thought it would be super perfect and everything, but instead they're incredibly disappointed, and there's an actual syndrome of that, I guess, like a weird illness that encapsulates the disappointment that people have when, I think from Japan, like someone from Japan going to Paris, I think? I don't know, maybe I'm making this up. I have no idea. Anyway. Armstrong. My cuisine is not for all. Some people say do not appreciate la haute cuisine. I thought everyone liked hot cuisine. Since I've lost Maggie, I have not enough ads. So you running this place on your own now? Oui, for le moment. No one has answered my advertisement. Moi, pour moi. Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, okay, that's why the restaurant hasn't been open for a bit. Please don't eyeball me like that when you say that. I am the chef. I am the manager. I also train aromatherapist. Aromatherapist. A practitioner of the aromatherapy, the art of soothing the soul with the delicate floral aromas. Delicate? The smell coming from that bottle earlier was anything but. So, could you tell me what you know about the incident? Bien, if it makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since it happened. Yeah, I guess it's been about a month since Maggie's sentencing. So it was the 3rd of last month, just after 1 in the afternoon. A man who was in here for coffee suddenly became ill. Because of the poison in his coffee? That is the truth as I know it. It was Maggie who used to drink to them. I was in the kitchen. I heard the sound of someone collapsing. When I came out to see what it was, he was already slumped in his chair. He was dead? Mon Dieu, oui, he was dead. Maggie they passed out also. And this man who died, was he alone? Oui, monsieur. All alone. I know that Maggie said there was someone else, but... I see. The police, they asked me many times, are you sure there was no one else at the table, they ask? But I am not the only one. The old man says the same thing. Old man? What old man? So who is this old man that you mentioned? At the time of the murder, there was another customer in here. What? Someone else saw it? Mais oui, as usual, they came alone as that day. At the time of the murder, I was here, I saw it too. But it's the same thing, that there was no one else at the victim's table. But Maggie swears there was 2 people. Mais, monsieur, the lawyers gonna prove it, you know? About the lawyer, that was me, I suppose? Maybe answer. Wow, he's the first person who said it wasn't me. Don't kid yourself, Nick. Now who's the one making stuff up? I guess Phoenix misinterpreted what he said. It's not that it wasn't him, it was he was just saying something in French that Phoenix didn't understand. Well, anyway, hey, have a badge. Badge? Badge. Please, monsieur, there's no need to show me that. You are on Phoenix Wright. Is the worst defense attorney in town. I think I can imagine how you formed this completely wrong impression of me. The last time we met, did I show you this badge? Oui, you flashed it at everyone in the restaurant. Looks like Hiyop is a bigger fan of flashing stuff than you are, Nick. Oh no, I must flash the badge even harder. I must defeat my rival. I am not a lawyer myself. I do not wish to speak out of turn. But your defense cause that day was a little, how do you say, lacking perhaps. Even a Frenchman who cannot speak any English could have done a better job. You were very cool though. Oh oui oui, so handsome. Wow, I wonder just how bad the defense could have been. Every time you open your mouth, the old courthouse stirred. Oh man, that's something I don't want to imagine. We found this sports paper in the magazine rack here. One of my customers must have left it behind. Do you have any idea which customer it was? The only ideas I have, mademoiselle, I save for my kitchen. Nothing about that, I guess. Anything else I can examine? Now that he's here? No? I guess not. Oh la la, you have such a pretty smile, my pretty tulip. Who, me? Oui, the smile is the most important thing for us girls, n'est-ce pas? For us girls. Sure. If you want a job here, it is yours, precious. Sure. Free part-time job. I mean, you know, Maya should be earning her keep. Since, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, she's actually, when you think about it, she is very helpful. But, actually, for her own good, actually, she should probably find another job. Because we probably don't get paid a lot as a lawyer, as it turns out. Mon Dieu, what beauty! Oh, that's my sister. Ah, oui? Another delight. But you have a certain je ne sais quoi that I do not sense for your sister. I do? You have a... Well, I was gonna say a flat chest. Actually, I don't think she's flat, though. Anyway. So throw your head eye. That's what your feminine features. Do not so hard, my field. You're a woman extraordinaire. Do I look like I need cheering up or something? I'm about this, no? Felicitation. Mais quasi quasi? Quasi quasi? Je ne comprends. Je ne parle pas français. I do not speak French. Nate, don't just make something up. I'm about this. No? Nothing else? Okay. How about Maggie? Maggie was a policewoman once, n'est-ce pas? Yeah, but she had to quit for reasons beyond her control. Oui, oui, she was le suspect in the murder investigation, non? Oh, you know about that? That is why I gave her the perfume of la happiness. Happiness perfume? Oui, blended from bergamot, like I've given to you before. But she's been arrested again, and found guilty this time. This is true, and that aroma of unhappiness must have been very strong. I just admit it, your perfume doesn't work. I'm not surprised she was the prime suspect, after something like that took place before my very eyes. Something like what? What's this guy talking about? Does this mean Maggie did have a motive? We've got to ask this guy for more info. Stat! What does stat mean? I mean, stat, I mean, like... Obviously, it means, like, you know, immediately. But, like, what does it stand for? I always hear it, like, stat. We gotta get the... We gotta, like, I don't know... Restart his heartbeat. Stat! You know, like a hospital situation. But what does stat mean? Like... I think maybe short for, like, again... Usually if it's a word I don't know, it's often it's, like, Latin, or... Maybe it's a... abbreviation, or acronym. I don't know. It is hard to imagine, I know, but I was in practice for 5 years in La Gay Paris. La Gay Paris. Wow, Paris. It was something Le Chef here says that me had been decided to open my own restaurant. What was it? That awful man said to me, "You must train for another 10 years." Oh, it was such a shock, so unexpected, but you would have to be a fool to do this, no? 10 years? Or 10 years too young, or something? Isn't that a common saying? You're 10 years too early to defeat me, the master of ninjutsu, or something, I don't know. When Maggie took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen? Oui, I suppose you could say so. So what happened? No, it was nothing. Look, Maggie says she didn't even know the guy, but she's still been indicted for murder. The prosecution must have come up with some kind of motive. Oui, it is true. If there was anything at all between Maggie and the victim, it could be relevant. So please, tell us anything you know. Yeah, psych lock. Him and his big biceps are keeping us out of his heart. Oh no. No way. What are we gonna do, Nick? We'll just have to What the? What's wrong? The Magatama. It's gone. Wait, what? What? Where'd it go? What? I didn't even notice. Huh? I had it in my pocket, but it vanished into thin air. What? Where'd it go? But I could see the Cyclops. Maybe that means the Magatama's nearby? Mr. Armstrong, could I just confirm something with you again? The table where the victim was sitting, was anyone else sitting there? That is a question you will have to ask them yourselves. Huh? Him? The old man spends all of his day, all of his time down the park. The park? Oh, the park. What park is that? Bahal Restaurant. It is called Vitamin Square. Oh, thank you. Je vous le prie, my dear. Je vous en prie. Let's go check out this Vitamin Square right now, Nick. I don't know my French. I don't know. Is his French accurate? I don't know. It feels a little off. Maybe it's correct? I'm not sure. Yeah, where did it go to though? Where did my badge? Did I drop it somewhere or did I drop it here? Raffle magazines. It looks like Mr. Armstrong doesn't get newspapers. Well, it wouldn't exactly suit the feel of this place, would it? Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic? Okay, I already said that. You can confirm, Penjo, that his French is okay, at least the last sentence? Okay. Okay, I mean, I don't know if there's any badges here. You studied French in high school? Oh, interesting. That's cool. But for now, we're gonna leave this French guy and go to Vitamin Square maybe? And talk to the old man. So this is Vitamin Square. Yeah, I see where they get the name from now. The fruits scream vitamins at you. Apples, oranges, strawberries, bananas. Hey Nick, that's the guy, right? Is that the old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about? That grouchy-looking grandpa? He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons. My, he's not throwing seeds for them, he's throwing seeds at them. Don't throw seeds at the pigeons. Oh yeah, isn't that... At least, I don't know. I feel like I remember, there's a Japanese tradition where you throw stuff at like a demon or whatever, but obviously you don't throw it at a real demon, but it's like, you know, metaphorically you throw it at the front of your door or whatever, and then that keeps the bad luck out of your home or whatever, right? That's like a Japanese tradition you do, maybe? My grumpiness threat level has just been raised to red. He has a big nose. Weird floppy nose. Excuse me. And what's that say on his chest? I think it's ne. What's why is my hiragana so bad? I think it's ne or mu. I don't know, something like that. Would you mind if I had a word with you? Yes. I just want to ask you a couple questions. What's the matter with you? Can't you see I'm busy? So you don't like my seeds, eh, pigeons? He's really chucking those seeds out of them. That's gotta hurt. Are those edible seeds? Hopefully they are, because you know, ironically, you shouldn't throw bread at pigeons because or at least I don't know, to birds in general, because bread is not very good for birds, at least nutrition-wise. So seeds are actually better to feed them anyway. Go on, me this, coulda. Oh, it's new? Oh, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Wow. It looks similar. Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you about Maggie Bird? I don't know any Maggie Bird. Yes, you do. Maggie, the waitress at Très Bien. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Another disgrace. A disgrace? It is a young girl revealing herself like that. Revealing? You mean her uniform? The youth of today, they don't have any shame. No shame, I tell you, not 1 ounce. Whatever happened to the old Bushido values of Japan, like honor and modesty? Actual like Japanese. You know, it's kind of weird. It's like actual Japanese character in a localized game about not showing off too much Japanese culture. And what about me? I'm not wearing anything revealing.
Your problem is you lack any sense of grace.
Talk about hitting a girl where it hurts. Okay. Did you go to Trebian a lot?
That miserable excuse for a restaurant. The garbage they serve, there's not food. Where's the sushi, the tempura, the rice?
Trebian is a French restaurant, sir.
Where do you think we are, boy? In Paris? I want real food, not those snooty snacks. What about those shameless girls?
You mean the waitresses?
You can see all the way up there. Yes, they're waitresses.
Okay.
They're practically naked. It's a disgrace, isn't it? Well, isn't it?
Listen, it's not my restaurant.
It's a miserable excuse for a restaurant that place. Miserable.
He certainly knows the place. He must be a regular. Even though he says he hates it so much, he keeps going. Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir?
There you are, you filthy bitches. You want food? People out.
He must be hiding something, right? If he is, I should be able to see a psych lock or two. Oh wait, I don't exactly have the Magatama right now, huh? Remember, Nick, that Magatama is only on loan. You better find it or else. If Pearls ever gets a wind of this, I'm gonna be in a world of pain. and get slapped to death. Well, for now, I guess. Maybe look around? Hey, look! Pigeons! Yeah, and heaps of them, too. Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace? That's a dove, not a pigeon. Poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it? You're overthinking this one by just a smidge, Maya. Coincidentally, my favorite birds are crows. They're cool. Because they're super smart. Oh, there's a magazine here. It's a magazine full of job listings.
You disgusting rogue, picking up something someone else has threw away.
Threw away? Did you throw this away? Are you looking for a job?
Gah! That's none of your business.
Sorry, I guess I'll just take the magazine with me then.
I don't want anyone's house having it. Give it back.
Well, too bad. Now that you want it so bad, I don't want to give it up. You just take it from him. That's a little mean, isn't it?
Hey, that's mine.
No, screw you, old man. Look at this orange reminds me. Of what? That you're supposed to eat a lot of them to ward off colds in the winter. You can't have fun during the holidays if you're sick in bed, you know. Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Gotta get your vitamin C, I guess. Though I've heard that's well, I don't know, it's a sort of like a myth. It's a myth in the sense that, you know, if you eat a ton of oranges, it doesn't completely prevent you from catching a cold, but it's still healthy to actually get your vitamins anyway, from fruit, you know. I used to love sandboxes like you wouldn't believe. Really? You? Sure, finding iron fillings in the sand with a magnet was my favorite thing to do. Iron fillings? Wow, that's too exciting for words. Fillings or filings? I think filings. It was my mission to collect every single shred of iron in the sandbox. I was such a kid back then. So, did you manage to get all the iron? No, I never did. I think I came close though. Come to think of it, I still have all the iron filings I found way back then. You want them? No. No, I don't want your garbage, Maya. This place is so fruity. It's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favorites. And that apple slide is perfect for you. And what is so perfect about it? Oh, come on. Don't be a stick in the mud. Slide down it a few times. Go on. Woo! No way. I get covered in sand if I slid down that slide. I didn't want to see that. Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I'll give it a try too. Do 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 do. Oh, you know, this pigeon's white. Is this a dove? Or I don't know. All the pigeons are looking at it. It's a special pigeon. I don't know. Albino pigeon. That's a thing. Cherry. No, I'm just wondering, what's my favorite fruit? Probably, you know, my favorite fruit is probably the watermelon. Watermelons are delicious. Anyway, I'd like to find that Magatama though.